Two cleaners who think they've seen it all.
Dear me. Oh, boy.
Believe they can transform the most shockingly filthy homes.
You'd be surprised how many people live like this.
By moving in and not leaving until the rooms are spotless.
It's a big job, this, you know.
What's that?
This is either a mouse or a bird.
With more than 50% of the nation saying they don't have time for household chores.
When was the last time you cleaned the room?
Probably about 10 years ago.
Here we go.
Wow.
Whoa, look at all this.
Over a decade out of date.
There's a cleaning crisis.
Grease, dog hairs. Tasty. Little concerned, the dreaded F word, fleas.
I do need to change, don't I?
At Britain's grubbiest, grimiest, most out-of-control properties, Richard and Brennan are moving in to teach the homeowners how it should be done.
If I was to have a clean slate, who am I going to be then after that?
With years of cleaning experience, nothing can shock these two.
This is really dangerous stuff.
Or so they thought.
Things just got 10 times worse, mate.
This is the worst room we've ever done.
I live in elephant beds. I'm sorry.
By cleaning away years of grime, homes come alive again.
No! Oh, my gosh.
Absolutely changed my life.
This time, the boys are on the Lincolnshire coast to visit a once-cherished family home that's now gone to the dogs.
The carpet is thick with black hair. That's pretty disgusting, isn't it?
After years of neglect.
Wow. Is that dust?
I'm going to say some skin, maybe.
Every room's in dire need of deep cleaning.
I mean, look how dirty it is.
And a homeowner who seems to have given up.
Found some mouse droppings inside the oven. So you knew they were in there,
Yeah, I knew that was in there, yeah.
In the port town of Grimsby, this dormer bungalow is home to a 69-year-old retired history teacher.
It has been my family home since 1969. And over that time, you gain a lot of fond memories of a place.
Graeme is also a published author of historical science fiction.
You could call my writing a form of escapism for me.
He lived here for 2 years as a young man, then moved out and returned 16 years ago to care for his frail mother and has struggled to clean it ever since.
The home gradually crumbled and it's no longer as clean and cosy as it had used to be.
He now lives alone with his 2 energetic black Labradors who aren't helping with the problems.
There is a lot of dog hair about because the dogs have free range of the house.
To make matters worse, a bad reaction to prescribed cholesterol medicine has left Graeme partially paralysed.
I find it hard to keep reaching above my head for long or to bend down for long. Cleaning has become nigh on impossible.
Graeme's 26-year-old daughter does what she can to help, but the scale of the task has become overwhelming, and the inhospitable conditions mean her visits are less frequent.
She finds it upsetting that it's got dirty.
But that's about to change. On their way to rescue Graeme and his neglected bungalow are 2 elite cleaners. Brennan, who relishes the challenge of a deep clean.
Success to me is loving your job, and I really love getting rid of filth.
And Richard knows a clean house is a must for a happy life.
A chaotic home equals a chaotic mind. Get it clean, tidy and ordered, and everything else falls into place.
So we're in Grimsby.
We are here to see Graeme.
We are.
Graeme's got a couple of dogs. So
Dog fan?
Oh, not really, no.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Well, you are the cat man.
You're the dog man.
Yeah.
As the boys arrive at Graeme's home, animals are the least of their worries.
Look at the windows. How dirty they are.
Messy out here, right?
Let's have a little look through the letterbox, eh? Oh, mate. I can see the stairs, right? The carpet is thick with black hair.
Let's give him a knock. Hello.
Hello.
You ready for this?
Yes, yes, I am.
We're here to help.
Right. Well, I'll be glad to see what you can do to help me.
Right, it's all right to go in and have a look?
Yeah, certainly.
Thanks, Graeme.
First stop on the tour is the living room, where things are off to a bad start.
Oh.
You might want to have a look, mate.
The condition of the sofa suggests this room hasn't been cleaned for years.
Wow. Is that dust?
Hairs. I'm going to say some skin, maybe.
Ooh.
And below their feet, things are even worse.
Perfect.
Look how bad that is. It's matted, it's that bad. It's in desperate need, isn't it, of a really deep clean.
Next stop is Graeme's downstairs spare room, which feels more like an abandoned greenhouse.
Whoa, what's that doing in here? Look at this. Lie down, talk to your plants.
What is going on in this room?
This space may not feel fit for human visitors, but the boys soon come across some disturbing house guests.
What's on the edge of the bag? Maggots. They've all come out of that bag.
Really? Oh, yeah.
So is there food in there?
And obviously there might have been some food at some point.
The presence of dead maggots presents a potential health hazard, and it's about to get worse.
Droppings.
A box full of mouse droppings
Yeah.
and a bin bag full of maggots.
If that wasn't bad enough, the kitchen throws up even more problems.
Oh,
Wow.
it stinks in here. I mean, look at all the dirt here. Oh, look how matted it is. That's really disgusting, isn't it?
Graeme's oven is caked in grease, grime and dog hairs, but inside lurks an even nastier surprise.
Behind door number 1, Richard,
This week's special prize.
we have more droppings.
No.
Yep.
In the grill.
In the grill. Look,
Oh my word.
hundreds of them.
Wow. Oh,
And that's why. I found some mouse droppings inside the oven. It's a first for me, that's for sure.
This contaminated kitchen presents a daunting task for the boys.
When was the last time that was moved?
God, well.
I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I'd be very surprised if this place has been cleaned in the last 5 years.
Finally, it's upstairs to Graeme's bedroom.
Whoa. I mean, look at how dirty that is. The bed doesn't look like it's been used much, does it?
So, the dogs sleep up here.
Stinks, doesn't it?
Graeme's bedroom is very smelly. As soon as you walk in the door, it's like getting punched in the face by a wet dog blanket. It's not nice.
This once happy home has been in a spiral of neglect for years. Dog hair, droppings, dust. Grease and grime coat every surface from floor to ceiling. Richard and Brennan have just 3 days to transform it into a place where Graeme can once again spend quality time with his daughter.
Ready?
Yeah, ready for business?
The arrival of a skip indicates the size of the house cleaning job the boys are facing. But Graeme seems to have other ideas about the scale of the problem.
There's a bit of hair on the carpet. It could do with a hoover. That is basically all that's wrong with it.
But as Richard gets to work in the spare room, the problems are only multiplying.
Oh no. Look at this. That's mice eating through, trying to create a nest. I'm really worried now. What else am I going to discover in this room?
Right.
Meanwhile, Brennan starts in the kitchen and uncovers signs of long-term neglect.
How long's that been in there for? It's older than me. State of that cutlery, all the dust and everything in there. Ready for your nice roast dinner.
It's late afternoon on day one, and Richard's still working in the spare bedroom. He's already seen mouse droppings on the floor, but has no idea how serious the problem might be.
Oh my word. Oh, I think I found a nest. It's just pieces after pieces. Look at this. This is a lovely snug bed. Oh my word. Oh no. There's a mouse, baby mouse. Oh, this is not good. Oh my word. I've only been in here for 5 minutes. I found a nest with a dead fetus in it. And this is extremely worrying because is this the start of the problem or is it the end? And I hope it's the end, but we could find more. This is awful.
In the perfect environment, a single mouse can produce more than 100 babies a year, and an unused room full of nesting material is absolutely ideal.
This is definitely a nest. And it's all the way down here. I mean, it's covered in droppings all the way down this wall. There's the hole. So this has been a real central area where they've been nesting and breeding.
Richard needs to know if there are live mice still nesting in Graeme's house, so he calls in Brennan to try and figure it out.
What's that?
This would be the first mice nest I found. Got all the droppings there. There's a hole just in the corner. The second one I found is here. I don't know if you want to have a look, see what you think. But what if this is still an ongoing problem?
Then we have a big problem.
It's probably one of the worst scenes I've ever seen in a room.
Worried about how far the mice have spread, Brennan returns to the kitchen.
More evidence of mice. I mean, they're literally everywhere. Looking around the kitchen again is definitely worse than expected.
Richard wants to find out if Graeme knows how serious his pest problem might be.
So what I found, there's quite a lot of droppings in here.
Yeah, there was a infestation, and this room was the centre of it.
Do you think the infestation has been solved? Have you heard anything?
I have heard very, very occasional noises, but I think they're to do with the central heating piping.
And you know how quickly they reproduce.
Yes,
so,
I do, yeah.
And that worries me. I'll be staying in this room tonight, so if I do hear anything, then obviously I'll have to act on that.
Right.
I mean, I'll be honest, and I'll say it from my heart that, I mean, it's pretty horrific conditions to live in, if I'm being totally honest.
This was the worst room, and I don't live in it.
Would you agree with me, or do you?
Well, no, to be honest.
I mean, at the moment, we're kind of not working together, me and Graeme. I think Graeme needs to start seeing where his house is.
Back in the kitchen, Brennan discovers that mouse droppings aren't the only health hazard lurking within Graeme's home.
Mint sauce, 3 years out of date. Tart sauce, year out of date. At the back. Custard powder. No, this is bad. This is 20 years out of date. This is older than me. This went out of date in 1990. I think I definitely need to speak to Graeme about this. He needs to understand how bad this really is. Graeme?
Yes.
Are you free for a second?
Yes, I am.
So, there's a few issues in here. It's not really had a deep clean, I mean completely gutted, in at least a decade.
It deteriorated in the last years when my mother was living here. And it was very difficult for me to get at anything at that time.
I found some wonderful items in your cupboards.
Oh, super. The dogs all love them.
I wouldn't be feeding that to anything.
Why not?
Because that ran out of date in 2000.
Some of these sell-by dates are a little bit over-cautious.
But we're talking 2000,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
2000, we're in 2021.
Yeah.
But it's not the only thing. That one's from 2001. That one's from 2019. And I show him the massive problems. It's not sinking in. And this one's the big one. Cough syrup. This went out of date in 1990.
Yes, there was stuff that my mother had bought and that I don't use.
Graeme seems reluctant to accept ancient food and medicines are a cause for concern, but Brennan thinks he may have more luck confronting him about the mouse droppings in his oven.
But this was my concern. As
Yeah.
you can imagine, there's quite a lot in there.
Yeah, there were mouse droppings.
And it's a perfect breeding ground, not just for mice, but for bacteria.
Yeah, yeah, I've known that once he's doing, yeah.
So you knew they were in there, yeah?
I knew that was in there, yeah.
Okay, how long have they been in there, pal?
Well, a couple of years. I don't actually use that oven. I use the bottom oven.
With Graeme still unwilling to acknowledge the dangers in his kitchen, Brennan decides to take a more direct approach to try and get through to him.
What would you rate the cleanliness of your kitchen?
The surfaces that I use and the tools that I use for cooking, I would say are all acceptable.
These surfaces will make you ill. And if they don't make you ill, they will make somebody you love ill.
Right, if you say so, yeah. I feel to some extent slighted. I don't think they were anything like as bad as he was making out.
The way he sees it is, he's lived in it, he's not ill, he's not dead, it's fine. That's not the case.
Back in the spare room, Richard is understandably eager to remove the piles of mouse poo from the floor.
We are sleeping in here tonight, so here we go. I can't wait to get into this. I mean, look at this. You know what? It's making me so happy, this. I'm loving it. Oh, mega time. There is so much mice droppings on the floor. I mean, I think the poor Hoover's going to be full of droppings by the time I'm finished.
As time starts to run out on day one, Richard has removed the animal feces from the floor and can now dump some of the rubbish from this room into the skip. It's the end of a long and testing day, and Graeme and the boys sit down to see if they can find common ground over a portion of Grimsby's famous fish and chips.
This is for Graeme.
There you go, Graeme.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy that.
Thanks a lot.
For you.
Thanks, mate. I mean, obviously, it's been first day. I mean, is there anything that you were shocked at? Or is there anything that you expected?
I hadn't expected there still to be mouse droppings in the back bedroom.
Okay. But I mean, from my perspective, I've hoovered up everything in there, so it looks really good.
Great.
As they tuck into their meal, Graeme's barriers remain firmly in place, and the boys struggle to get much out of him.
A lot to evaluate in that kitchen, isn't there, Graeme? A lot to take on board. And a lot we had to discuss about it as well, wasn't there? We had a good chat. Bit of bonking heads, weren't there?
Yeah.
But I think we'll get there, won't we, pal?
So, just had tea with Graeme. I mean, tricky is the best way to describe it, really. I felt Graeme, and have felt it through the day, that there is a defensive mechanism here.
Today has been rather a shock for me because I didn't realise how bad other people would consider that things had got.
Dinner is over, and it's time for bed in the newly hoovered spare room, where the boys need to come up with a way to get through to Graeme.
Dinner was a bit weird, wasn't it? I thought Graeme was evasive, I think, a little bit, and maybe a bit abrupt with us. Maybe it's that defensive wall again.
How would you take somebody coming into your home? That's not good, that's not good, that's not good, you know?
Yeah, I
It's
suppose so.
It's very easy to put you back up.
You know, the tactics for me tomorrow are obviously to start cleaning in the main bedroom. But I think my first point of call is let Graeme see that we're here to help. We're on his side. Let me get the light out.
Oh, tea, no sugars in the morning, mate, yeah?
It's morning on day 2, and the first thing on Richard's mind is finding signs as to whether or not the mouse infestation is ongoing.
I'm just checking to see if there's any drop-ins that have come through the night. No? Yes, we're in the clear. Happy days.
That's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. That's a big relief, that, to be honest with you. You ready for today?
No.
It's your favourite day, right?
I've got lots to do in that kitchen.
I mean, there's a deep clean, and then there's a deep clean, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay, shall we get showered?
Yeah, well, don't be too long.
Before Richard and Brennan crack on, it's time for breakfast.
Oh, thank you very much.
After being met with some resistance on day one, the boys launch into conciliation mode in the hope that they can bring Graeme fully on board for the rest of the clean.
I do appreciate that you've got a couple of strange fellas coming in. There's no stranger than us coming into your house, and we're just trying to help. But we really appreciate your efforts yesterday. You did really well.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you feeling about today's work?
Rather hopeful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, sort of hoping that I can start looking at ways to put things right in the house.
Definitely, that's what we want for you. We're here to make your life better.
That would be wonderful.
Let's get stuck in. I think it's going to be a really exciting, good day today.
With Graeme now seemingly willing to embrace the boys, Richard wants to demonstrate how they can help restore his home to its former glories.
Right, Graeme, I've noticed through your house, partly it's because of your dogs. You do have a lot of marks on paintwork and also your light switches.
Richard starts by removing the dirt with a microfiber cloth dipped in hot water and washing up liquid.
That is very impressive, the speed with which you managed to get that clean.
The second stage involves the appliance of science, something he hopes will appeal to retired teacher Graeme.
We've got fabric conditioner.
Yeah.
Okay, just dip it on your cloth, okay?
Yeah.
And then wipe it down onto the surface that you've already cleaned. Because of the nature of the liquid, it reduces the static and therefore reduces the dust
Building
build
up.
It doesn't stick to it, okay?
That is very effective, yes.
Graeme seems really up for the cleaning tips. He's quite interested in them. I think he likes the quirky nature of them. So, I mean, that's really nice to see.
Having removed mouse poo from the oven yesterday, Brennan's next task in the kitchen is to deal with the decades worth of grime on the walls.
This is all grease and fat from cooking and it's built up over 30, 40 years. So, as you can see, the hot water, a bit of washing up liquid, cuts right through it. Happy days. Dry cloth, get rid of all the watermarks because once it dries, you don't want the greasy water left on it. Or it's cut through it. It's just to get rid of all the excess.
Brennan's easy grease-busting tip will help Graeme keep his kitchen clean even with his weakened mobility. But it's not only the walls that are filthy. Brennan's concerned that the kitchen is also harbouring dangerous levels of bacteria.
Richard? Yeah? Bring your briefcase. Right, I think we need to do a swab test in here. We need to see how much bacteria really is.
Aye. What are you thinking?
Well, fridge?
Okay, let's have a go. It's quite bad though, isn't it, when you get close up to it, eh? Okay, I reckon I've got enough there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, measured in relative light units, anything over 60 is a fail. Okay, oh my word. 15,704 relative light units. Oh my word.
I mean, 15,000, that's high. I think that's the highest fridge door we've seen.
I mean, obviously very serious. I mean, you're gonna obviously have to speak to Graeme about it, and which is gonna be tough. But I think, you know, the numbers back you up, really.
It's quite scary, isn't it?
We are professionals. We have to deliver that message.
I better speak to Graeme.
Okay. Good luck, yeah?
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. See you later.
Graeme,
Yeah.
Are you free for a second, pal?
Hi there, how are you getting on?
So, reason I've called you in is I got Richard to do a bacteria swab in here.
Yeah.
We just did it on your fridge, actually. The results were quite high.
Right.
In fact, they were extremely high. There were 15,000 relative light units. Now, a pass mark is 60.
Yeah.
So anything below 60 is a pass.
Right.
And these were 15,000.
Ah, so it is quite high then. When Brennan showed me results of the bacteria swabs in the kitchen, I was surprised and quite horrified by it. I hadn't realised that it was that dirty. I hadn't realised how important it was to keep points like that clean.
With the reality of the situation finally dawning on Graeme, Richard's in the master bedroom and he's beginning to question just how well the room serves its intended purpose.
I mean, it's a real strange room. It's a mishmash for me. Is it a bedroom? Is it an office? There's a lot going on. It doesn't feel very settled. Graeme, would you pop up for a sec?
Yes, certainly.
I'm a little bit confused with how you use this room.
Yeah.
So I wondered if you could sort of fill in some blanks for me, just because simply you've got a chair here, you've got an office area,
Yeah.
and then you've got your bed.
Right, the bed I haven't used for 4 years
Wow.
because I can't lie down.
Okay, so it's because you've...
So I sleep, feet up because of my ulcers, travel rug over me.
I mean, that's shocking, to be honest with you. I mean, Graeme has slept upright in a recliner chair for 4 years. And as a result, his health has deteriorated, his motivation to do stuff has diminished. What do you sort of see you using this room for sort of long sort of term?
Right, if we can get this junked double bed out.
Okay, is that a skip job or?
Yes.
Okay, wow, mattress included?
Oh, you want to see the mattress?
Oh, do I not want to see the mattress?
My old dog suffered from bladder failure.
Oh no.
Richard braces himself as he starts to dismantle the bed ready for the skip.
Oh my word, what is this? Oh, it's everywhere. Stinks. It needs to go, it needs to be removed.
Discovering that Graeme has slept in an armchair for 4 years has shocked Richard. And whilst he takes apart Graeme's old bed that has become a dog toilet, his thoughts turn to how to ensure Graeme gets a more comfortable sleep in the future. Meanwhile, downstairs in the living room, Brennan has a tip to help part-paralysed Graeme clean his leather sofas with ease.
So I'm going to get Graeme in here so we can teach him a little trick. Graeme, free?
Yes, certainly.
Brilliant. So what I want to do is I want to make this sofa look a little bit better.
Yeah.
A little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
Look a little bit nicer. What I've got here is 2 parts vinegar.
Yeah.
I've got 1 part olive oil.
Uh-huh.
I've got some eucalyptus oil, and then I've got some water, okay,
Yeah.
just to dilute it. And it's really good because all you've got to do is literally just give it a real quick spray and then just give it a wipe. It's doing 3 things at once.
Yeah.
It's cleaning it with the vinegar, it's putting the oils back into it, and then it's making it smell nice. What do you think, Graeme?
I think that's an excellent way of getting it clean.
Graeme seemed pretty astounded by the tip. He's even asked for the recipe for it. You know, now he's got to know us, we've got to know him. I think he's really taken on our advice pretty well.
The turning point for me is when criticism turned into solutions. I could see far more clearly then that they were eager to help me improve the standard of my life in the house.
Brennan's delighted to see Graeme continue with his positive approach. But as he heads upstairs to check on progress in Graeme's bedroom, Richard's about to bring him back down to earth.
Oh, I knew this was coming.
Team game. There's no I in team. Come on, Brennan.
He needs a hand getting the filthy old mattress out to the skip. It's the end of a long and transformative day for Graeme. And with the kitchen still not fit to cook in, it's time for a well-earned takeaway.
Yesterday, when we sat down here for tea, you know, I was a little bit worried. I felt that you were quite a stressful moment, really.
Yeah.
And to be absolutely fair to you, you have been really positive today. You've really enjoyed the tips that we've done, so I think that's something that you've really enjoyed.
I think the fact that you can show me nice, simple ways in which I can do things more easily to the limits of my ability has really helped me.
Still got quite a lot to do in here. I feel like I've barely even scratched the surface, really. Tomorrow, for Graeme, I think it's going to be a brilliant day. Massive steps today, so looking forward to seeing the smiles at the end, definitely, but still a lot of work to be done.
We're finishing day 2, going into day 3. Let's eat up and let's get ourselves to sleep and get ready for tomorrow.
As Richard and Brennan settle down for the night, they reflect on finally breaking down divorcee Graeme's defensive barriers and the challenges of the final day tomorrow.
Big day, but
Good day.
massive day. Progression, huge.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time, but we can do that. There's no problems. I think the challenge for us is to get this home in a position where Graeme can actually maintain it himself. And I think that is a challenge in this particular job, because if we don't do that, then quite quickly this house will unravel again. As we go to bed tonight in our beds, I will know that Graeme will be sleeping upright in a chair for the last time. Tomorrow, he'll have a bed where he can sleep properly. Listen, mate, we need a good night's sleep. We need to be on our A game tomorrow. Yeah?
Yeah.
Shall I get the light, mate? Because you're tired. I'll do it. You get yourself into bed, mate.
It's the morning of the third and final day, and the boys waste no time springing out of bed.
Morning. It's going to be a big day, lots to do.
Yeah, we need to just get up, have brekkie, get cracking.
Looking forward to getting this house right for him, but I need to get my game face on because, you know, there's a long way to go yet. Should we go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Before the day's work begins in earnest, there's just time for a catch-up over breakfast.
How are we all doing? All good?
Fine, thank you very much.
I mean, it's a positive day today, isn't it? It's my favourite day.
Are you looking forward to the end product today?
Oh, I definitely am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Excited?
Yes, I am.
So, you just got to get on with it, really.
Yeah. Let's eat up and let's get cracking.
With breakfast over, Graeme's daughter Heather has arrived
Oh, bank statement.
to help her father sort through his belongings in the garden. In the kitchen, Richard and Brennan are busy removing the festering kitchen carpet.
I mean, I haven't seen a carpet like that.
It's got to be at least 30, 40 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Got to be.
Isn't it?
Come on then. Let's get it out.
There you go.
Oh, you can take that bit for me. Make yourself useful, eh?
Oh, yeah. I need that. Yeah, go on. Watch the dust come off this now.
With time running out, Graeme and his daughter Heather have left the house together to allow the boys more space to work. And in the spare room, Richard's excited to resolve Graeme's sleeping arrangements in what will become the new master bedroom.
What's most important about this is this medical bed. It will enable Graeme to sleep in a bed, which is absolutely monumental because it's 4 years since he last slept in a bed.
With Graeme and Heather soon to return, the boys need to get their skates on to finish bringing this once filthy home sparkling back to life. With the cleaning complete, in the nick of time, Graeme returns to see if his house, once covered in rodent feces and dog hair, has been transformed into the clean and cosy family home he wished for. 3 days ago, the living room was covered in dirt, grime and dog hair. The sofa was filthy. The carpets were ingrained with muck and dust inhabited every surface. Now the living room is brighter, cleaner and more inviting. The sofa has been resurrected. The dog hair has gone and everything is sparkling clean.
Wow. It's bright. The room seems somehow bigger. It does look a lot cleaner, it looks a lot simpler. It's been cleaned to a point where I can hope to keep it clean.
Before the boys arrived, the kitchen should have been condemned. The surfaces were coated with grease and dangerous levels of bacteria. The carpet festered with filth, and the inside of the oven had become a toilet for rodents. Now the kitchen is unrecognisable. Every surface has been sterilised. The oven gleams like new, and the original tiled floor has been revealed and restored.
Wow, this looks tidier, and the floor looks an awful lot better without that carpet on it. The grill was dirty before. It looks like it's brand new. It's wonderful.
The master bedroom was a cluttered and dysfunctional mess, covered in dust and dog hair. Now the bedroom has been reworked into a dedicated study. The carpet has been rescued, the walls cleaned, and now it feels like a space where Graeme can relax and write.
Wow. Where's the bed? This is where I spend a lot of my time writing. It's cleaner and brighter, an awful lot better than it was before.
Finally, the spare room downstairs had become a dumping ground for food and rubbish. There was evidence of maggots and a serious mouse infestation with droppings everywhere. The room is now reinvented as Graeme's new bedroom. The filth and the feces have been removed, and it's now an airy and inviting space with a special bed that will allow Graeme to sleep in comfort instead of making do with an armchair.
Wow. Oh, this looks superb. It's reborn. I can now, for the first time in 4 years, actually sleep in a bed. That feels really wonderful. It really does.
Graeme's home has undergone an amazing transformation. The living room is warm and inviting. The kitchen is spotlessly clean. The bedroom is now a study where Graeme can write in comfort. And the spare room is his new bedroom, where he can finally sleep in a proper bed.
Hi there.
Hi, Graeme. How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm utterly amazed with what you've managed to achieve in the time. You've made the house look like it looked in 1969 when we moved into it.
Wow.
Wow.
I hope we've proved that we can change your house.
Oh,
and,
you have,
And
yeah.
your life.
Yeah,
And I hope we've proved that you can stay on top of it.
right,
now.
yeah. I'm sure I can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think we have set Graeme up to move forward positively. You know, he's got the basis now of a clean home.
Thank you for welcoming us into your home.
Right, and thank you for all you've done.
You're welcome, Graeme.
You take care, won't you?
Bye.
Bye, Graeme.
They have revitalised the house, and I hope they've also succeeded in revitalising me a little.
As Richard and Brennan depart, feeling good about a job well done, it's time for Graeme's daughter Heather to see the transformation for herself.
I never thought this would be achievable. I thought, oh, sorry.
Having spent years worrying about her father's living conditions, the life-changing transformation is overwhelming.
I was ready.
so much to take in. What I wanted for so long. Wow. It's completely different.
What do you think?
It's absolutely amazing.
It looks
Bigger,
bigger.
yeah.
Yeah, the whole lot looks
Yeah.
completely neater.
Yeah.
Have you got a favourite room?
Probably this room,
I thought it might be.
yeah.
Now it is like this, I will want to come round a lot more.
Oh,
and I
good.
will want to spend more time and feel relaxed whilst I'm here.
Hearing you say that makes me feel delighted. So here's to the future then.